we're breaking down the 14th track, Lost Times, featuring Memphis singer-songwriter Jazzy. Coolboy Q named this track as his favorite on TDE's Instagram, so let's explore why it stands out. Lost Times is a poignant reflection on the moments we've lost and the ways we cope with them. Q and Jazzy bring a raw, emotional depth to this track. Let's dissect some of the key lyrics and their meanings. Starting with the opening lines, Q sets the tone with the stark contrast.
You know me though, alcoholic, all the little that comes involved with it.
Where Q juxtaposes his luxurious, party-centered lifestyle with the purity of God, highlighting the different sides of his career and its byproducts. The mention of alcohol is a recurring motif in Q's music, notably in tracks like Hands on the Wheel featuring a $8 Moving on, we have a powerful metaphor.
Return love into a cow, man.
This line refers to someone draining genuine affection for their gain, similar to milking a cow. Q uses this metaphor to express how certain people in his life have taken advantage of his love, both emotionally and physically. In the chorus, Q reflects on lost time and his attempts to make up for it. This short track, lasting only 2:54, cuts off abruptly, symbolizing the fleeting nature of time. Both artists grapple with the relentless march of time, trying to fill the void with vices, which paradoxically make time feel even less fulfilling. One of the most thought-provoking lines in the song is,
We all seen hell, right? So tell me that was better than hell.
Q likely refers to the current political and economic turmoil, painting a hedonistic worldview where hope seems scarce. By questioning what's better than hell, Q might be pondering whether things can improve or if they're bound to get worse. And finally, Q pays homage to his late friend Mac Miller and others close to him.
Oh wait, no matter what, we living it up.
Here, Q echoes the sentiment of Mac Miller's Day Before recorded just before his passing. This line also nods to Young Thug's Livin' It Up, featuring a $8 and Post Malone. Q celebrates life despite its hardships, honoring his friends and their legacies. Now, let's transition to our music analysis segment. Lost Times is produced by Fu and The Alchemist, both known for their ability to create atmospheric and emotive soundscapes. Production on this track is no exception, blending soulful melodies with a modern hip-hop beat that underscores the reflective lyrics. The beat starts with a haunting piano riff, creating an introspective mood. This is complemented by subtle percussion and a deep bass line, giving the track a sense of depth and gravity. The arrangement allows both Q's and Jazzy's voices to shine, emphasizing the emotional weight of their words. Jazzy's soulful voice adds a layer of vulnerability and sincerity, contrasting with Q's gritty delivery. Their collaboration creates a dynamic interplay, enriching the song's narrative of lost times and the quest for meaning in the midst of chaos. In summary, Lost Times is a standout track on Blue Lips, not just for its emotional depth, but also for its masterful production. It's a song that resonates with anyone who has grappled with the passage of time and the search for purpose amidst life's ups and downs. This track is deeply personal, reflecting on Q's early life and contrasting it with his current circumstances. Let's break down the lyrics and their meanings. Germany 86 is named after the place and year Q was born. Throughout the track, he contrasts his past struggles with his present life, showing love to the important women in his life, specifically his mother. This song was first played during the Blue Lips listening party on February 28, 2024. Starting with the first verse.
My superhero's a woman, you know she served for this country.
Here, Q refers to his mother who served in the army. This line highlights her strength and the sacrifices she made for their family. Following this, he raps,
Sent her back to the Hoovers, left her son for the shooters.
After her service, Q's mother returned to the US, with him settling in Los Angeles. Transition from Germany to the harsh realities of L.A. Hoover Street is stark, symbolizing the difficult environment Q grew up in. Q continues,
We in the streets playing catch, I guess we coming up next. I guess we coming up next. I guess we growing up stressed.
These lines reflect the stress of growing up in a tough neighborhood, always on edge, waiting to become the next victim of their environment. Next, he shares a vivid depiction of early maturity.
By 10 years we was 30. 30, watching your homie get stretched.
In these lines, Q explains how the brutal realities of his environment forced him and his peers to grow up quickly, experiencing trauma and violence at a young age. In the following lines, Q grapples with self-deception.
Watching your homie get X'd out and bleed through his flesh. I feel leveled, I'm straight.
Here, Q recalls witnessing violence and insists he's fine, tone of self-deception permeating the track, especially considering the painful outro. Q's early experiences are further highlighted.
My babysitter knew I had the strap-on contact.
This disturbing line might refer back to Back End Love, where he mentions attempting to have sex at 9 years old, highlighting the harsh realities of his youth. He also pays homage to a loyal friend.
My dog beat life, didn't snitch, and I'm proud of that. He finally came home, gon' ball again, all of that. Oh God.
Q celebrates his friend's loyalty and resilience after beating a life sentence without snitching, although he returns to gangbanging, touching on the album's theme of snitching. The track concludes with a haunting outro.
Pain, pain, a little for some and a whole lot for others.
The word pain is pronounced like bang, mimicking gunshots. Q illustrates how pain from shootings and loss is normalized in his neighborhood. Survival requires enduring this pain or being crushed by it. Those outside these environments often can't understand this. Now let's transition to our music analysis segment. Germany 86 is produced by Jason Wool, Mario Luciano, Sam Barsh, Tay Beast, and Uzumaki. Production perfectly complements the somber, reflective nature of the lyrics. The track features a haunting melody with layered instrumentals that evoke a sense of nostalgia and melancholy. The beat is minimalist yet impactful, allowing Q storytelling to take center stage. The use of piano and subtle percussion creates an atmospheric backdrop, enhancing the emotional weight of Q's words. This sonic landscape mirrors the themes of pain, loss, and resilience that run throughout the track. In summary, Germany 86 is a deeply personal and introspective track that stands out on Blue Lips. It's a powerful exploration of Q's past, highlighting the struggles and triumphs that have shaped him into the artist he is today. Time Killers is a track, one of the more personal and socially charged cuts on the album. Let's break down the lyrics and their meanings. Time Killers features Q addressing crime, community suffering, and violence, all while reflecting on how far he's come. The moody beat sets the perfect backdrop for his introspective bars, starting with the first verse.
Black man made it the hard way, he think he hoe.
Q is highlighting his hard-earned success, comparing himself to Jay-Z, nickname is Hov. This line underscores his pride in overcoming significant obstacles to achieve his dreams. Next, he delivers a powerful double entendre.
Now one for black folk, I got the Porsche.
This line references both the police's mistreatment of black people and the Porsche 911, status symbol in the black community. Q uses this clever wordplay to criticize systemic racism while flaunting his success. Q continues with a stark comparison.
Two-time felon behind the gates of a resort.
He suggests that being imprisoned can sometimes seem better than living in the harsh conditions of the hood, portraying the desperate circumstances many face, and he issues a warning.
Gotta watch for these devils that see us and get control. Careful on that road, dumb little getting loan what he owed.
Q reflects on the rough streets of LA, offering social commentary on the theft and treachery prevalent in his environment. He warns about the dangers of falling into debt and the consequences it brings. The poignant line, Q addresses loss.
God bless the dead, move from the past.
Encourages moving forward after the loss of loved ones, honoring their memory, a nod to the many rap legends and personal heroes who have passed away. Now let's transition to our music analysis segment. Time Killers is produced by J.LBS and J. Mo, featuring a somber, moody beat that perfectly complements the weighty subject matter of the lyrics. The production utilizes deep, resonant bass lines and haunting melodies to create an atmosphere of introspection and gravity. Minimalist approach allows Q's powerful lyrics to take center stage. The beat's slow tempo and sparse arrangement mirror the reflective tone of the song, emphasizing the themes of struggle, resilience, and social critique. In summary, Time Killers is a deeply personal and socially conscious track that stands out on Blue Lips. It offers a raw and honest look at the challenges faced by Q and his community, set against the backdrop of moody, contemplative production. Pig Feet delves into some of the darker, tier themes of the album with intense performances from both Schoolboy Q and Childish Major. Let's break down the lyrics and their significance. Pig Feet features a raw and aggressive sound, with both artists delivering high-energy performances. Let's start with the refrain by Childish Major and Schoolboy Q. Here, Q, being a Hoover Crip, references the significance of the left side of the body for Crips, as opposed to the right side for Bloods. This refrain emphasizes the Crip allegiance and suggests a heightened level of aggression and readiness for confrontation. Moving on to the verses. These lines play with the song's title and add a dark twist. Piggy and Pig Feet refer to cops, and the imagery of them oinking in the driveway and bake it implies a threat of violence against those who might be snitching or betraying the gang. Chorus intensifies the track's confrontational tone. Here, Schoolboy Q seems to declare a warlike stance against anyone who threatens him or his crew. The repeated phrases emphasize a readiness to respond to any form of threat or disrespect. Q also uses a powerful onomatopoeia in his verse.
Give me FaceTime. We the clack clack.
Clack clack mimics the sound of a gun being cocked. By replacing click with click, Q reinforces that his crew is not just making noise, they're serious about their actions. In a particularly aggressive line, Q expresses disdain for law enforcement, with caught a pig referring to targeting a cop. The disregard for cop lights and yellow tape signifies a blatant disrespect and a willingness to defy authority. Now let's delve into the music analysis. Pig Feet is produced by Amir Johnson, Flip_00, Who, Carl Banks, Mario Luciano, and Tay Beast. The production creates a dark, gritty atmosphere that complements the track's aggressive lyric. The beat features heavy bass lines and stark, driving rhythms that enhance the track's menacing vibe. The sparse instrumentation allows the harshness of the lyrics to cut through sharply. The use of minimalistic but intense soundscapes accentuates the sense of danger and urgency in the song, aligning perfectly with the confrontational tone of the lyrics. In summary, Pig Feet stands out for its raw energy and unapologetic aggression. Schoolboy Q and Childish Major deliver a powerful performance that captures the darker themes of the album, set against the backdrop of stark, intense production. Today we're closing out our series on Schoolboy Q's Blue Lips with the 18th final track, Smile. This track is a heartfelt tribute to Q's family and provides insight into his current mindset. Let's break down the lyrics and their meaning. Smile is a reflective and personal track. Let's start with the opening lines.
I fell off. Oh, word.
Here, Q addresses the criticism he faced after his previous project, Crash Talk. He acknowledges the perception of his music career falling off, a theme he touches on in other tracks like Nunu. This line reflects his awareness of the public's reaction and his resilience in facing it. In this line, Q critiques materialism, questioning the value of possessions like a Benz if they're not actively enjoyed or utilized. It's a comment on how material items are often only valued for their symbolic status rather than their practical use. This line references the dynamic between Q and his significant other, drawing a parallel to the famous relationship between Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. However, this reference has aged poorly due to recent events surrounding Kanye West. Despite this, it highlights Q's affection and the importance of his partner in his life. Now let's delve into the music analysis. Smile is produced by Devin Malik and Fallen Music Library. Production features a smooth, mellow instrumental that complements the track's introspective and personal nature. The beat employs a soft, flowing melody with gentle percussion that creates a reflective atmosphere. This instrumental backdrop allows Schoolboy Q's lyrics to shine, emphasizing the track's emotional depth. Musically, Smile contrasts with some of the more aggressive tracks on the album, providing a more soothing and introspective close. It highlights Q's versatility as an artist and his ability to convey personal emotions through music. In summary, Smile wraps up Blue Lips with a touching tribute to Q's family and a commentary on his personal and professional challenges. Mellow production and heartfelt lyrics make it a fitting conclusion to the album. we delve into the visually striking and deeply symbolic album cover of Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q. This cover is more than just an image, it's a reflection of the themes and emotions running throughout the album. Let's dissect this piece of art in detail. At first glance, the cover grabs your attention with its intense use of color and stark imagery. The focal point is a mouth with lips painted in a vivid, almost metallic blue. This isn't just a stylistic choice, it's laden with meaning. The blue lips are the most striking element here. Blue lips can be a sign of oxygen deprivation, suggesting themes of suffocation, struggle, and survival. This ties directly into Schoolboy Q's experiences and the stories he shares on the album. This symbolism of suffocation can also reflect the societal and personal pressures that Q has faced, both in his life and career. The open mouth suggests a scream or a cry for help, adding to the album's themes of pain and struggle. Teeth, visible and slightly imperfect, add a raw, unfiltered aspect to the image. This isn't about perfection, it's about real, gritty experiences. The background is dark and almost void-like, putting all the focus on the mouth. This isolation highlights the intensity of the central image, making it impossible to ignore. Creates a sense of solitude, emphasizing the personal and introspective nature of the album. The text is minimal, almost an afterthought, yet its placement is deliberate. Small, handwritten blue lips in the corner is unassuming, but it adds to the raw, personal touch of the cover. The parental advisory sticker isn't just a label, it's a statement. Placed prominently in the center, it almost serves as a shield, warning the listener about the raw and unfiltered content within. It's as if the album itself is a form of rebellion, daring you to dive into its depths. Production choices for this cover reflect modern trends in album art, minimalist yet deeply symbolic. The use of intense, singular colors and stark imagery draws the viewer in, commanding attention and introspection. The cover of Blue Lips encapsulates the album's core themes of struggle, survival, and raw emotion. Each track on the album delves into these experiences, and the cover serves as a visual gateway into Schoolboy Q's world. It's a powerful reminder that behind every story and every struggle, there's a deeply human element. In conclusion, the album cover of Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q is a haunting, powerful image that sets the tone for the entire album. Its use of symbolism, color, and raw imagery invites the listener to explore the depths of Q's experiences and emotions. It's a visual statement that demands to be seen and understood.